Hello and welcome to White Horse Music TV. My name is Richard Padina and I'm not a traffic cop. I'm an owner of a music shop called White Horse Music. And today my wife is not behind the camera. Simone's behind the camera. Say hello to Simone. Hi. Now, today is a very exciting day because I am showing off some Heinrich Gill violins. This is a Heinrich Gill X5 violin. And this is their second in command. This is their second from the top level of their violins. Now, Peter, it's a person, and he has asked us to do a bit of a video and show X5 violins and X7 violins. So we're going to do that. Now, firstly, shall I say that Heinrich Gill has been a violin making and cello and viola making company since 1952. And they have some of the oldest tone woods available because they've been storing wood for a long time, and very high quality wood as well. And so their top level violins like these, the X5 and the X7, they use very, very high quality wood, which has been aged for a long time, very good European wood. And it helps to improve the tonal qualities. I'll give you another look at this one. This is X5. It's a very pretty violin. And I've got a couple of X5s. Why not come over here and have a look? Come on. I've got this one, and I've got this one. And you'll notice, even though they're the same model and same violin, supposedly, the grain of those two violins is very different. This X5, this little piggy, has much wider grain on the front. So the lines are further apart there, where this one has a much finer grain. The lines are closer. So the X5 and the X7 violins, the Heinrich Gill say that they are they're acoustically treated so that they try to make them a certain level of acoustic superiority among all of those violins by checking their acoustic properties throughout the build. And so trying to get a more consistent sound throughout, a more consistently good sound throughout. So, you know, that's an interesting thing about them. But as you will see between those two violins, they still sound quite different, but both good. Maybe the plan is to make them all sound good. Anyway, what I'm going to do, oh, look, I'm even going to stall further. Oh my gosh, you want to hear these violins? Yeah, you will soon. They supply with their X5 and X7 violins these beautiful certificates, because I'm sure lots of people want to copy Heinrich Gill violins. So here is this one. There you go, Heinrich Gill in a little case. This is the certificate for the X7. It comes with a cute polishing cloth, printed polishing cloth. Comes with care and maintenance instructions, which is really good and thorough. And then this certificate. So I'll show you through the certificate. There you go. It's a Stradivari model. They have a picture of the violin, very high definition, so that you can say, okay, this is the violin that I'm actually getting. It's got the measurements of the violin, a sample of the label which is inside the violin. There you go. Quality and sustainability statement. But that's really nice, a really nice touch. Got a little certificate here showing their medals that they've won for viola and cello making. Sure, this year they're going to win the violin making. There you go. So, all right, let's play them. So this first one is the X7 that X5 that I showed you to start with the thinner grain, so the lines are a little bit closer together. Let's have a try. Okay, so there you go. It's a powerful sounding violin. It's really strong and ringing. Let's have a listen to the ring. So yeah, lots of continuation in the sound. And as with a lot of the sort of higher end Heinrich Gill violins, instead of when you're going up the violin, like in a lot of violins, instead of the sound sort of lessening and becoming thinner, the sound continues to grow in volume, or sustain its volume, but also stay full. So I'll play a little bit more on the E string. There you go. They're a very tasty creature. Now this X5 is quite different. This is the one with the wider grain. There he is. Let's give it a try. Okay, so strangely, I mean, they're all acoustically treated to be of a certain quality. This one, to me, has a bigger, deeper sound down the bottom, and even more ring. Yeah, even more ring. It's more vibrant. For my taste, I really, really love this one compared to the other one. But, you know, the other one maybe has a very slightly more mellow and relaxed sound. I like my violins to jump out and, you know, not bite people. That'd be wrong. You don't want violins biting people. Okay, so that is X5. Next up, the postie's going to come in. This is exciting. Everything's happening. We've got phone calls. Anyway, this is the X7. So this is the top of the range. They use their very best quality, most aged spruce and maple. And you'll see it's got a very beautifully defined flamed two-piece back. Sometimes people say, I want a violin with one-piece back because it's better, but it's not better, it's just different. And that, to me, this X7 looks a little bit more sort of walnutty coloured, where the X5s have a little bit more of a reddish tinge to them. So it looks a little bit different. Let's see if it sounds different. Oh, I wound my bow down. I do that all the time without thinking. Okay, there you go. So to me, that has the strength and depth of the wider grained X5 violin, but more of the warmth of the other X5 violin. So a really pleasant sound, but big and strong, and slightly thicker, but at the same time purer, is that a word? Probably, on the E string. So really, really beautiful violin. I can see why this is the next level up. Interestingly, I currently have this flesh style, not human flesh, but, you know, flesh as in the violin teacher and player, flesh style chin rest, which is more centralized. It doesn't work for me, but it works for some humans, and we just happen to have it on. If you buy this violin, you don't have to have the flesh chin rest. So there you go. Come over and have one more little look at each of those violins. Here is X7. Here is X5 with the wider grain. And here is the X5 with the tighter grain. I suggest, as usual, buying all of them. But if you're choosing just to buy one, then, choose between those three. They're very tasty. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your violining.